Eliza, I went to Tenezia specifically to get a blessed pendant for you as protection. It's worth several $100,000, and I got two, one for each of us. I jerked awake when I heard the familiar voice. When my younger sister, Denise, placed the pendant in my hand, I realized I had been reborn. I immediately touched my belly, and I felt a sharp pain in my heart. Denise was my sister, and we had gotten pregnant at the same time. I was so touched when I found out that she made the effort to go to Tenezia while pregnant just to get me such an expensive pendant that I cried. Since then, I wore it every day without ever letting it leave my side. However, it was not long after that my body started to change. My smooth belly suddenly became covered with black stretch marks that looked like centipedes. It was a shocking sight to see them all over my belly. Soon, those strange stretch marks even expanded to my neck and back. My appetite started to get bigger, but I started to feel weaker. When I went into labor, I was haggard and skinny, while my belly had become so black that it looked like it had been dipped in ink, making it look chillingly eerie. As for Denise, she started out looking frail in her early stages of pregnancy, but she started to become healthier each day. Her belly was big and round, and her skin was smooth and bouncy. Coincidentally, our due date was on the same day. However, I gave birth to a dead fetus that was grotesquely contorted and black all over, while Denise gave birth to a chubby, healthy boy. My husband, Simon Fuller, thought that I was a curse to his son and family and that I was the cause of our baby's death. While I was still feeling weak from labor, Denise convinced Simon to send me to Tenezia overnight. All four of my limbs and my tongue were cut off in Tenezia, and my body was stuffed into a vase. I was put on display in various freak shows before I finally died after everything that I was subjected to. It was only after my death that I found out it had all been Denise's doing. Denise had gotten pregnant with my husband's baby, and she gifted me the blessed pendant to use it and exchange my son's fate for the fate of her deformed fetus. After I died, Denise openly replaced me by marrying Simon. Chapter 2. At the thought of how much pain I had suffered before my death, I wanted to tear Denise and Simon apart. However, I had to suppress my hate and remind myself to stay calm. I had to protect my son in this lifetime and make sure that he was safely born. When Denise saw me staying silent, she thought I was so touched that I was unable to say anything. She tried to put the blessed pendant around my neck. I instinctively slapped the pendant away from her hand. When Simon, who was sitting next to me, saw what I did, he jumped from his seat agitatedly. "Are you crazy, Eliza? Why are you being so rude?" He bent over to pick up the pendant while Denise stood at the side, looking so upset that she was about to cry. "Don't you like the pendant I got you, Eliza? It's a token of my appreciation for you. That pendant will bless you and your child with a safe delivery." Simon quickly comforted her. "Eliza is just too happy to receive such a precious gift. Denise, why wouldn't she like it?"